Breaking news tonight, Jaylen Brown is calling out fans, and we're diving deep into why. The Boston Celtics star isn't holding back on the 65-game rule controversy. You're gonna want to hear this. Next up, a major shakeup for the Golden State Warriors. Insiders are revealing their crystal-clear plans for Kristaps Porzingis after his recent trade. Is he staying or going? We've got the inside scoop. And Celtics fans, get ready to be excited. We've got an early verdict on Jayson Tatum's return from injury, and the signs are looking incredibly promising. Could he be back to his best in time for the playoffs? Finally, it's time to talk picks. We're breaking down an NBA same-game parlay for a massive matchup that you cannot afford to miss. All that and more, right here, right now. Smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLume 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Jaylen Brown sounds off on the 65-game rule controversy. Celtics star Jaylen Brown is making waves not just on the court, but off it too, directly addressing fan sentiment regarding the NBA's 65-game eligibility rule. With the Boston Celtics currently holding a strong position in the Eastern Conference, thanks in large part to Brown's stellar play, while Jayson Tatum has been sidelined, the focus has sharpened on the league's policies. Brown, who is having a career-best season, finds himself in a prime position to contend for MVP, especially with several other top players potentially falling out of contention due to the 65-game threshold. During a recent late-night stream, Brown didn't mince words, calling out fans for what he perceives as a flip-flop in their stance on the rule. He recalled an initial widespread support for the policy, implemented to curb player load management and ensure star participation. Now, however, he observes a shift, with many seemingly ready to discard the rule. Brown argued passionately that players shouldn't gain an advantage by playing significantly fewer games than their peers, emphasizing the disparity in stats and impact when comparing someone playing 40 games to someone playing 70. He believes the rule is necessary to maintain fairness in accolades like All-NBA selections, preventing players who participate in roughly half the season from receiving top honors over those who play a full slate. This stance is particularly relevant as it benefits Brown directly this season. His consistent durability puts him on track to meet the eligibility criteria, enhancing his MVP candidacy as more players face potential disqualification. While some teams continue to strategically manage player minutes, the 65-game rule has demonstrably reduced instances of players sitting out key games solely to preserve themselves for awards. However, the rule hasn't stopped all strategic absences, with teams like the Jazz and Pacers reportedly being fined for violating the player participation policy. For the Celtics, the priority remains Brown's ability to lead them deep into the playoffs, a goal that seems more attainable this year with him performing at such a high level. Don't go anywhere, because what we're about to reveal about the Warriors' future plans will shock you. Next, we're uncovering the Golden State Warriors' crystal-clear strategy for Kristaps Porzingis. Warriors' crystal-clear plan for Kristaps Porzingis revealed. Kristaps Porzingis is rapidly building a case to be a long-term fixture with the Golden State Warriors, as insider reports indicate a definitive strategy to retain the veteran center rather than simply using his contract for salary cap relief. This comes after the Warriors acquired the former All-Star big man from the Atlanta Hawks in a trade involving Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield. ESPN insider Ramona Shelburne recently shared insights on how highly the Warriors organization views Porzingis. Speaking on 95.7 The Game, Shelburne highlighted that despite Porzingis appearing in only a handful of games since joining Golden State, the team is enamored with his fit. She described him as the prototypical Steve Kerr player and a perfect five for their system, possessing the rare combination of shooting ability and ball handling skills for a center. Shelburne emphasized that Porzingis is seen as the best ceiling raiser in the NBA and a player who directly contributes to winning. These comments strongly suggest the Warriors are eager to secure Porzingis in free agency. However, The ultimate decision will hinge on the contract value and terms, which are yet to be determined. Shelburne also touched upon Porzingis' market value, noting that Golden State might have an edge due to the uncertainty surrounding his health. Porzingis has faced significant availability issues, missing multiple games due to illness and a recent bout of lower back soreness. He's played in only 25 games this season overall, and has surpassed 57 games in a season just once in the last 9 years. Despite these persistent health concerns, Porzingis has showcased his elite talent whenever he steps on the floor. He recently returned from a back issue to score 22 points, grab 7 rebounds, and dish out 5 assists in a win against the Mavericks. He's had multiple 20-point performances in his last 5 games, including a 30-point outing against his former team, the Washington Wizards. While his on-court performance might justify an annual salary in the $25–30 million range, his injury history is likely to result in a more team-friendly contract in free agency. But what does this mean for the Celtics' playoff hopes? Next, we're getting an early verdict on Jayson Tatum's performance since his return. Early verdict on Jayson Tatum's return is in, and Celtics fans should be thrilled. Jayson Tatum is back on the court for the Boston Celtics, and in the 8 games since his return from an Achilles injury, the superstar forward is showing promising signs. While he's experienced some expected shooting struggles from beyond the arc as he regains his rhythm and fitness, his overall impact on the game has been significant. Tatum has been excelling on the defensive end, demonstrating high-level awareness, effectively reading the floor, and making crucial passes. He's also been dominant on the defensive glass. As his shot begins to fall consistently, the Celtics are poised to enter the playoffs in a formidable position. Gary Washburn of the Boston Globe recently offered his assessment on Tatum's performance during an episode of the Big 3 NBA podcast, grading his contribution since returning. "I give him a solid B," Washburn stated. "He hasn't had any setbacks. He's played okay. He's had his moments, but obviously he's not where he needs to be." This B grade, awarded so soon after returning from a notoriously difficult Achilles injury, should be a major cause for optimism among Celtics faithful. The primary goal is to have Tatum performing at an All-NBA level by the conclusion of the regular season, and his current trajectory suggests this is achievable. For the Celtics to make a deep playoff run, however, the entire roster must be firing on all cylinders, and maintaining health is paramount. Ultimately, the team's success hinges on Tatum and Jaylen Brown, making Tatum's continued progress over the remaining games of the season critically important. But can they secure a win against a surging Thunder team? Next, we're breaking down a must-have same-game parlay for that massive matchup. Thunder vs. Celtics, same-game parlay for Wednesday, March 25 features Jalen Williams. Get ready for a potential preview of the 2026 NBA Finals as 2 title contenders, the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Boston Celtics, clash on Wednesday, March 25. The Thunder, riding a 12-game winning streak, face a Celtics team that recently had their 4-game streak snapped. While the Celtics are the reigning champions, they were eliminated in the second round last year, highlighting the competitive landscape. Both teams are largely healthy, with the Thunder boasting a clean injury report. The Celtics are mostly intact, with Nikola Vucevic being the notable absence. We've analyzed this matchup to bring you a 3-leg same-game parlay, leveraging insights from the Sportsline projection model, which simulates games 10,000 times and has a proven track record of success in NBA picks. Our parlay focuses on Jalen Williams, who has shown flashes of brilliance since returning from injury. In his recent game, Williams scored 18 points in 20 minutes, showcasing his efficiency. The Sportsline model projects him for 16.7 points, suggesting he's well-positioned to exceed his prop line, especially in what's expected to be a close contest. Despite a lower scoring output against Boston last season, his current season average of 17.5 points per game indicates his potential. We're also backing Jayson Tatum to go over his rebound total. Despite some shooting rust post-Achilles tear, Tatum has been a force on the boards, averaging 8.9 rebounds and exceeding this line in 4 of his last 5 games. The Sportsline model projects him at 8.3 rebounds and the Thunder rank 23rd in opponent rebounds allowed, making this a favorable matchup. Finally, we're betting on the over for the total score. Both teams possess strong offenses, and despite solid defenses, the projected total is low enough to favor the over. The Thunder average 118.7 points per game, and the Celtics average 114.1, indicating a potential for a high-scoring affair in what is anticipated to be a tight game. That's all the news for tonight, but we've got a quick recap coming your way. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with a lightning round recap of all the top stories. What a show! We've covered Jaylen Brown calling out fans over the 65-game rule, the Warriors' clear plans for Kristaps Porzingis, Jayson Tatum's promising early return verdict, and a killer same-game parlay for the Thunder vs. Celtics matchup. Don't miss a single update. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, drop a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all social media platforms for exclusive content.